The next technical session, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be on behalf of Soujanya Color Private Limited, and this session will cover innovative color solutions for the industrial coating. And our honorable speaker would like to invite on stage Miss Nivedita Chaskar. Can we have you on the stage, please? Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for Miss Nivedita Chaskar. She is a seasoned professional with over 19 years of expertise in the automotive coating industry, currently serving as a Deputy General Manager at Soujanya Color, expertise in sustainable paint technology. She is a digital transformation scholar from Cornell University, USA, and independent director from Indian Institute of Corporate Affairs. Champion of women's empowerment, served as the POSH presiding officer. Once again, let's give a hand in hand for Miss Nivedita on the stage.
Thank you. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and the galaxy of intellectuals sitting here. Thank you so much for having me here. It's an honor to present behalf of Soujanya. But today's topic is innovative color solutions for industrial coatings. So we are a Soujanya, a global leader in innovative, sustainable, and color solutions. Delivering value in color as we provide a sustainable color solution to the industry in all coating divisions. In more than 35 years, Soujanya is delivering, having a consistent trust worldwide. And every year, we are delivering more than 1 million shades in the various departments like we are doing in decorative, automotive, ink, and the HPC sessions. So in all these years, more than 35 years of our expertise, we have our global footprints in more than 50 countries. Like you can see our flagship plants at Navi Mumbai, then we have water-based plant at Navi Mumbai, where the Americas, we have Mexico, one more plant, and we have one subsidiary in Mexico City, followed with the offices in the Brazil and Southeast Asia, Singapore. Yeah. Also, we have a color matching lab in a city called Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. So this will be the quick roadmap of today's presentation, which will have a short introduction of industrial coating, followed by how the color works as a functional in our coating solutions, how the Soujanya is having advanced color technologies to provide global color solutions worldwide. Also, we have some sustainable color while doing an innovations. Then, transforming with the digital and AI for the color matching. We also have a small glimpse of how we are going to do innovation in futures with the colorant and few takeaways for you all. So as the graph can see, the global coating market is steadily growing with a CAGR of 3.8 to 4.2 per rate. So at the 2030, we have 135 million USD of our coating business, followed by in next 10 years, we can see this sustainable growth by 155 billion USD. So to provide all this consistent growth, Soujanya is coming up with the offerings. So we have to offer a smart tint and a hydro tint. These are for the decorative paints, which are the VOC free and the APEO free, which is alkyl phenol ethoxylate free. When we are talking about the industrial coatings, we have iTint, we have Aquaflex, Blend, and the Ultra Tint. iTint is an USP of Soujanya colors. We have a high solid system in this and universal compatibility we provide in all other resin systems. Then, as the name suggests, Aquaflex, so it is a wood coating colorant we provide for the all water-based and the universal compatible wood coating solutions. When we say a flow coating solutions, we have two different type of flow coating in the market, which is a PU and a epoxy. So we have a blend series for the epoxy and ultra tint for the PU. So these both are solvent-free and the self-leveling. Our industrial coating is an integral part of automotive coating, marine protective, then we have fire retardant in general coating, then wood coating, auto refinish, home appliances, and the flow coating. I'm glad to provide you a solution of all these applications on behalf of Soujanya team. So as we all know, colorants are no more just limited to the aesthetic effect, but it has a lot of heat reflective colorants, anti-corrosive colorants, we have a UV, we have a luminous colorant. Let us see one by one. When we talk about the heat reflective colorant, it basically reduces the solar heat which is coming to our earth with a rate of, which consists of the 5% of ultraviolet, 43% of visible, 52% of NIR, which is a near infrared, which consists of the infrared reflective and heat insulating pigment. Is basically used in a roof coating industries. Then we have anti-corrosive pigment. Anti-corrosive colorant has very specific role in our industry. This can be divided into 3 different parts. We have a barrier, the inhibitor, and the sacrificial. So the basic rule of anti-corrosive coating is it's provide underneath metal by protecting a layer, or getting itself get corroded and protecting the underlying layer. Both way we can say this. Then we say UV protective colors. We are proud to say that it goes on every part of the metal, plastic, it's aluminum or MS you can say, or even a plastic ABS, PC ABS, CPO kind of grades, in all grades. Also, as you can see, a high testing parameter is as gloss, and the major thing is it gives a very good record adhesion with the epoxies. So this system can be used in the aerospace composite system, also in the automobile industries. So when we say high visible colorant, this is a very different topic to discuss, as we all know how the fluorescent work and how the retroreflective pigments work. This both goes in completely opposite direction. When we say fluorescent, it works at the morning time, like the daytime, and retroreflective works at the night time. So fluorescent pigments are the which absorb the UV and which re-emits the intense visible light. So all you can see of fluorescent clothes we can see, or toys we can see. So these kind of made up of this fluorescent. Then we say a retroreflective pigments. It re-emits its light to coming from its original sources. For example, when we see at the night time, we see some clutches on the roads. Like this also you can see now, the blue colors. So these are all retroreflective pigments which can avoid lot of accidents on roads. So again, I'm glad to announce that Soujanya is really prepared with the advanced colorant technology. We have a machine dispersion colorant, then the universal compatibility colorant, plant tinter that can be used in any other resin systems, which are acrylic, polyester, alkyd, epoxy, nitrocellulose, and chlorinated rubber. Again, we have a transparent red DPPs and the anthraquinone type of pigments. These are so transparent that when we used iridione like a pearlescent pigment or a xerylic sort of chemistry in this, still we get a very good transparency with respect to the two-wheeler and the four-wheeler business. We usually we call it as a candy or cocktail system of four-wheeler industry. Then as every raw material or every colorant or everyone has his own shelf life. So we are at Soujanya because we are a global scale customer or a provider. We have extended shelf life is more than 3 years to our colorant. Then again, when we worked on the sustainability, it is our prime duty to provide you the batch-to-batch consistency in order to have a good provider solution at our customer end. So when we say advanced colorant, the durability, sustainability, and efficiency, innovation, these are the 4 pillars of a Soujanya, and amalgamation of all 4 pillars, we can say that how the innovation and sustainability is going hand in hand. So when I say we are developing a CNT dispersant on floor coating or water-based colorant for wood coating and nano-dispersant colorant, we are focusing on how the product is sustainable in the market. We should be the VOC free, then the wood coating. Carbon footprint reduction is our major motto, the target of 2025. Then we have the universal color compatibility. We not only focus on the development of tinters, but we see to it that the packaging of its tinters are very sustainable. So when it reaches to our customer door, it is safe to use in a biodegradable packaging material. So these are next generation colorant. We have CNT dispersants. When I say a carbon nanotubes are basically reinforcing agent of the floor coating. So it has a very neat and clean layer of conductive throughout the thing. And the CNT provides a toughness and interfacial adhesion. So these are basically to, nowadays it's very important to reduce the static charges. So the static charges which absorb or which attracts the dust, the lot of microbial growth is going to happen on the floor. Maybe the very sensitive areas like electronic manufacturing, pharmaceutical, data centers, and the areas where the flammable gases are being exposed. So this is a beautiful application we are coming with as a Soujanya at the CNT dispersions. Then when we say water-based wood coating, as we all know that now our home appliances, the chair, table, everything is fed up with the wood coating. And to provide this, we have a sustainable wood coating solutions, which is APO-free, FDA compliant, then we have EN, that is European standards, glycol-free and machine dispensable. Now, the sustainability is a core of innovations. So we use a bio-based resins and biodegradable additives to make these minimizes the carbon footprint to enhances the overall beneficial to the economical benefits. So let us see how one by one we are trying to use the resin additive, pigment and the solvents in our sustainable development. So when we talk about the bio-based resin, as Mr. Shailendra has explained in today's presentation about the epoxies, so lignin is a very important bio-based, which is very complex polymer, which is coming from the renewable energy of the plant, and which is having a very tough, which again used in the epoxies of the aerospace composite. Very important development which is happening in bio-based resins. Then we use a high solid resins, which is having a very low VOC, complex structure of solvents we use in those. And solvent free, which is again a powder sort of resin we use, is 100% solid. And we dissolve it in a biodegradable or a low VOC solvents. So when you talk about the biodegradable additive, these consist of lot of additives. As we say, there are a lot of spices in our food. A lot of additives is required in the paint and the color and development. So all these biofillers are, the renewable sources is coming from the nutshell, or which is coming from your starch or the plant derivatives. Then we have the starch base, again the clays, what we have seen right now, how the biodegradable clays are helping the giving a transparent and the toughest surface to the colorant and the coatings. Then we have a celluloid. Celluloid we usually use in the HMP sort of, which is hydroxypropyl methyl cellulose, which again having a nano cellulose type of or silver nano type of chemistry that can be used in a coatings and a colorant. Then when we talk about the emulsifiers and the surfactants, these are fluorosurfactants or the normal surfactants, which is biodegradable, but coming from the renewable sources like the plant, and which is prepared by the biodegradable fermentation method of the bacterial. So this is how the additives can play a vital role. When we say a reflective pigment enhances the energy efficiency in the coating by reducing the 25% of its surface temperature and 30% of its energy cost. So these are again MMO are the best example of this, or the inorganic complex metal. There is a mixed metal oxide also best example of the reflective pigments. When we say a low VOC solvent, in the solvent-based coating, when we say a low VOC, it is considered to be low when its value is less than 150 grams per liter. So there are some compound which are exempted than the VOC. It is acetone or tertiary butyl acetate or the carbonates. When we say a biodegradable option, this is everyone should be taking care of. When we use the solvent biodegradable, for example, we can use ethyl lactate while developing a paint, or we are also trying to use all these biodegradable and the low VOC solvent while developing our colorant. When I say sustainability at Soujanya, it is not only blocked in a development division, but it has a wide range in all our segment. When we say a digital data management, we have a ERP system, which is a recipe management, which is giving a repeatability and reproducibility only because of the digital color management. Then we have eco-friendly manufacturing processes. When I say eco-friendly, the world-class manufacturing practices Soujanya is following with the clear and effective manufacturing. Also, we use as a 3R, that is reduce, reuse, and reproduce. Then the product, as we all seen how we developed using the biodegradable and the bioresins, which is a high performance and the durable. This Soujanya is being in almost more than 50 countries. We are adhere to, strictly adhere to follow the compliances and the regulations. So while developing the colorant, we have focused on all our carbs, FDA's approval, then we have a heavy metal. So all these compliances we keep in mind. Even we follow REACH and the UN, all European compliances. So the world is going towards the digital and the AI transformation. So Soujanya is no more behind, and I'm glad to tell you all that we have launched a new software called Soujanya.ai. So this, yeah, you can clap, no problem. Thank you. So this is based on these three tools, which is spectrophotometer, digital twin, and the software solution. The precise color measurement in batch to batch or in the lab level while developing. Then we have a virtual model, how enhancement can be done. We virtually understand the product, and then we have a practical discussion about that. Then we have the software solution, which is in the application industry. So when we have developed AI software for us, the replication is coming to our customer by providing all this, we enhance our qualities, the sustainable practices, the global delivery time, the formulations are so productive. So the AI aids is reducing the environmental impact significantly. So this is how at Soujanya we manage to transform the AI and the digital. So the innovation is accelerating so fast, and again, we are focusing on such kind of development. If any customer is interested in to develop with us, we can have a personal development for them, for their companies. So self-healing colorant are the minor repairing colorant. These are basically a grafted epoxy type of we used. Then we have laser-rich colorant, which are maybe a mono-layer, 2-layer, or the 3-layer. These are the grafted polyester, very beautiful chemistry when we see a laser-rich. It can be go into the automotive, the interior of the automotive, and you can see the home appliances. It's very good use of that. Then soft touch, again, it's a very haptic touch of effect, which we all can see in the automotive, that is interior coating of the part. So again, these are offering from our side. iTint is our USP of Soujanya. So it's machine dispensable in plant tinting with all solvent, universal compatibility. We have blend series for flow coating, Hydratine for industrial water base, and Aquaflexo for wood coating. So Super Jet Black, this is having the highest jetness available, any black available in the market, which is giving the bluish undertone. So we are proud to say that this is our highest selling product. It saves the cost, and it's readily available to save a cost, save a lead time at customer end. And the physical parameter is shelf life. As we all know, the blacks are very difficult to grind and to maintain at the physical state. But we at Soujanya, we provide a 24 months shelf life without increase in the viscosity or other physical parameter. Then these are the white, the superior white, the L value is more than 92, which is again the saves cost, the whitest available, and the whitest index is very high when we compare the other whites available in the market. This is based on all competitor study analysis data. Then iTint, the candy red, the transparent red, which have replaced the dyes in the cycle industry, which is also growing in the candy system of our four-wheeler and two-wheeler industries. So thank you so much. This is what I would like to connect to the industry with the greener, more smarter, and the more sustainable way. On behalf of Soujanya team, I thank you all.
Thank you so much. Any questions? Any questions in the house? We'll forward the mic, please.
No questions?
Do we have any questions? Anyone? You can raise your hands up in the air. Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful presentation. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
So you had shown certain pigments which were compatible or more suitable for certain type of edge coatings, haptic coatings, soft feel coatings,
Yes.
as well as self-healing coatings. What I understand that these are more properties which are resin related.
Yes.
So what kind of pigment properties do you add as as a contribution into these specialized coatings?
Okay. So when we say about haptic colorant effect, we use, as I said, there are beautiful chemistry involved in all this. So we either involve a polyester, grafted polyester chemistry, or when we said a haptic effect, is a caprolactam chemistry. So caprolactam chemistry which is giving a haptic effect, not the pigment, sir.
Okay, thank you, got it.
Thank you.
Yeah, Nivedita, thank you for your presentation.
Thank you,
One small question. How do you ensure the color fidelity of the pigments?
How do we?
Ensure the color fidelity of your pigments in
Okay.
terms of the UV stability and all those things. Suppose
Okay.
I'm going to be using it into a polyester or a polyurethane based coating.
Okay. So I will just try to give the answer. If not, you're not satisfied, I'll ask Mr. Amol, my mentor, to comment. Okay, fine. You want to hear from me. So we test almost 2,000 to 3,000 hours QAV. Then we also have an outdoor test, which is more than 18 months for the per colors. So these are the more innovative way we do our testing.